Hey everyone, it's Soham Jindal. I am a member of New York Academy of Sciences 1000 Girls 1000 Futures program. This is my video submission for the challenge Critical Thinking and Communicating Science to the Public. The topic that I have chosen is gene editing. Embryonic gene editing, a concept unknown to my grandparents, little understood by my parents, and looked upon with awe and fear by most students my age. The fact that it is so less known and understood may come from the fact that realistically it is still a nascent field of research and widely considered premature for implementation in humans. For most people who have heard of it, however, this is not what they know, because their information comes from a completely different source, that is, sci-fi movies. Think about it. Spider-Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Jurassic Park, and X-Men all portray gene editing being much more advanced than it actually is. And propagating this misinformation to the public, even unintentionally on such a large scale, without also communicating the truth, can be very dangerous. Spreading misinformation means spreading fear and endangering scientists' credibility and relationship of trust with the public. In 2018, a Chinese researcher, He Jiankui, shocked many by claiming to have altered the genomes of twin baby girls, Lulu and Nana, in a way that will pass the modification on to future generations. The alteration was intended to make the children's cells resistant to HIV infection by deleting a region of a receptor on the surface of white blood cells, known as CCR5, using the revolutionary genome editing technique called CRISPR-Cas9. The genome editing technique called CRISPR-Cas9 used by Hay allows scientists to cut DNA at targeted locations to edit it. However, it is still associated with off-target mutations capable of causing genetic problems, including the development of cancer. Changes made to genes in egg or sperm cells or to the genes of an embryo can be passed on to future generations. Many scientists say that the experiment conducted by Hay was premature and that the potential benefits were not worth the risk. The idea of genomic gene editing raises some important moral and ethical questions. Is it right to genetically modify human beings? Is it right to perform procedures on babies even with their parents' consent? Even now, researchers in China have proposed the establishment of a healthcare institute to look after Lulu and Nana. Based on such concerns about ethics and safety, embryonic genome editing is illegal in the United States and many other countries. So, here are some of the solutions that I have thought of to these problems. Firstly, CRISPR-Cas9 research is underway, and laws have been implemented in most countries to ban experimentation on humans, especially on babies. It is the strict implementation of these laws that protects the rights of humans from being violated. Secondly, systems of scientific research can be made more transparent to prevent unethical research-related happenings. Thirdly, include disclaimers in movies that use creative license to portray gene editing inaccurately. The disclaimer should clearly convey that there has been use of creative license in the science depicted in the movie, and that gene editing technology is still in a nascent stage. Next, multimedia which accurately depicts gene editing can be created to spread true information and a present-day realistic idea of gene editing. Also, spreading patient stories can help dispel stigmas about gene editing. Now, I would like to thank Miss Aditi Dubey, who is my team's mentor, for the insights that she gave me in our interview about gene editing and about being a woman in STEM. I would also like to thank my talented and motivated team, which has been with me throughout the challenge. And last, but not the least, thank you, dear audience, for making it to the end of this presentation.